team introductions. Starting this morning with the visiting Team USA. Number 37, Courtney Taylor. Number 39, Samantha Schwartz. Number 40, Erin Bates. Number 42, Nicole Levy. Number 43, Taylor Moreno. Number 44, Allison Mastroianni. Number 45, Hannah Dorney. Number 46, Dempsey Arsenault. Number 47, Amanda Johansson. Number 48, Elizabeth Colson. Number 49, Emily Harischuk. And number 50, Margaret Donovan. Head coach, Christy Foote. Assistant coaches, Bryce Queener and Colleen McGarity, Team USA. Now introducing Team Haudenosaunee. Number 4, Jalen Jimerson. Number 5, Avery Doran. Number 8, Ellie Babstock. Number 9, Lottie Gill. Number 14, Tinia Bomberry. Number 16, Dean Minard. Number 18, Lois Darlow. Number 21, Paisley Cook. Number 24, Fawn Porter. Number 33, Allison Trice. Number 34, Jordan Coulon. Number 43, Sierra Tuckerville. Number 45, Talis Tarbell. Number 22, Paige Crandall. And number 23, Olivia Hoffman. Staff, GM Shanice Mohawk. AGM Marisa Herring. Head coach Tim Bomberry. Assistant coach Elizabeth Bagel. Head trainer Fernando Pineda. And director of women's lacrosse Claudia Jefferson. Team Haudenosaunee. Officials for this morning's game. Lead official Caroline Full. Referee number 1 Jessica Lawrence. And referee number 2 Brent Cologne. Now it's my pleasure to introduce David Wallace, who will be singing this morning's U.S. National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, once so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets met glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
And welcome back. Civic Field here in Oshawa for the Women's World Lacrosse Super Sixes Game 2 of the day. USA versus the Haudenosaunee here. Just about to start. Canada 2-0 after their Game 1 win at 10 a.m. today against Kenya. 16-1 win for the Canadians. So we'll see if the Americans can also go 2-0 and book their ticket into the gold medal game, or if the Haudenosaunee can make a rather interesting second day if they can beat the Americans here, because then the Haudenosaunee only have to beat Kenya and hope the Americans lose to Canada, and then implying they both win, that would mean a three-way tie. So a lot of things can still happen, but the Haudenosaunee now have to get a win here to be able to keep themselves in the gold medal contention, or the next two games will just be warm-ups for their medal games tomorrow at 10 and 11:30. 10 a.m. the bronze medal game tomorrow, and 11:30 the gold medal game. Myself, Spencer Byers, and Lance Wynn will bring in those tomorrow. Today it is just myself, Spencer Byers, with Cajun Theory, Ruthani Katzler running the camera. And yes, that last name is rather long, 17 characters. That's why I love to say it, because I know I can. It's kind of like Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's one of those names where when you got it, it's kind of fun to say. As the face-off to start off this first quarter between the Americans and the Haudenosaunee. Haudenosaunee in purple, Americans in their white. Ball fired up in the air. That ball got fired about 20 feet in the air as Haudenosaunee pick it up. Haudenosaunee score quickly off of the face-off. Sierra Cockerill hits that goal, but now the Americans quickly down the other way. This game already starting off a little faster pace than the Canadians and Kenya did. The Americans now behind the net. Pass, that one kind of got blocked by the referee a little bit as the Americans all played across the top. Played off that shot, off the helmet. There by Paige Crandall. As the Americans play that one around, almost lost it. She did end up losing it, so they have to wait a little bit. That one passed behind the net. They only got about 15 seconds left to work on the shot clock. Still working it around. There are the white shirts. Thought about shooting it now low, and the Americans get their first goal. That's Allison Mastroianni with the goal. As the Americans trying to stop that transition play, the Haudenosaunee will pick it right back up. And now the purple shirts have a chance to play this one around.
Team USA goal scorer number 44, Allison Mastroianni.
Haudenosaunee now only got about 8 seconds to work on the shot clock. 30-second shot clock in effect. That one, did it go? It did go in. I didn't even catch the number of that player, so I have to wait for Mark, our in-house PA, to give me that number. Because I didn't think it went in. I thought it was saved. And actually, I didn't turn off the radio, but I'm going to wait for Mark to tell me as that shot scores for the Americans. That's Allison Trice getting the Haudenosaunee goal, double threes, and then I believe getting the goal for the Americans, I believe was Nicole Levy. It is. Pardon me, that is Nicole Levy. So 2-2 now. This game is off to a quick start. They're making occasion to a lot of panning here in this one with the quick goals and in transition play. Now as the Americans are loving going behind that net. So we haven't seen a whole lot from anybody at this tournament so far. No one's really been utilizing the massive space behind the net, and I say massive. It's normally a lot bigger in, I'll say, normal field lacrosse, but in the Super Sixes, again, with this compact playing surface, there is still some space behind the net, but not as much as players may be used to. It's Haudenosaunee quickly in transition. That ball gets batted away, and the Haudenosaunee try to keep it in. They do, but that one taken away now by the Americans. And now the Americans are quickly up the field. Again, this game is so fast, the Super Sixes discipline. As the Americans now play it around the top, trying to get that shot away, just not able to. Ball bouncing around. Can the Haudenosaunee take it away? Just seconds remaining on the shot clock, and they do anyway. Now the Haudenosaunee with a slight chance. That one bounced, and it goes just wide of the American net. Whistle's going to go here. Not sure what for. I think a penalty going against the Americans. I'll see who takes a seat here in the chair. And yes, the Americans are getting a penalty. So it'll be a 30-second power play here for the Haudenosaunee to get back their lead. And what has already been an action-packed first quarter. I can already feel the tempo rising. As now the Haudenosaunee play that one around. Nice shot. Oh, my goodness. Jalen Jemerson with an absolute beauty. 6'5" Haudenosaunee. My goodness, that one made me kind of, get a little, have a little reaction. Is that shot saved by Crandall? That's probably, again, the cleanest goal we've seen today, or this tournament, because that was nifty work there by Jemerson. But in fairness to the Canadians, they've had a couple beauties, too, from Dana Doby. So Haudenosaunee trying to add to their lead here with the last 50 seconds of the second quarter. 5-minute half coming up. That shot saved by Schwartz. That's a big save by the netminder. The Americans now doing a wholesale change as Schwartz fired that one up to the halfway line. There will be about 2 more possessions in this one, depending on how the way the ball falls. That shot off the crossbar. It's going to go out of play, but off of Crandall. So possession to the Americans. Whistle's going to go. And we're going to fix the clock, I think. It is a reset, so I don't think the shot clock will be in effect. All right, there are... Shot clock will not be in effect. 28 seconds left in this first half. The Americans with possession, trying to tie it back up at 6. Fake. Nice move. That shot blocked in front. The Americans still have possession. 15 seconds to work behind the net. That jump shot saved by Crandall. That ball's going to bounce through, I think, off an American. So the Haudenosaunee will have possession, and a timeout is taken by Team Haudenosaunee. So with 9.2 seconds left in this second quarter, 6-5 is the score in favor of the purple shirts. And with that, they have 9.2 seconds to get their first 2-goal lead of the game. And if that occurrence does end up happening after this timeout for the Haudenosaunee, that I think is a massive advantage because they have not been able to stop the Americans from scoring right after they've scored. And the Americans have been able to score after they've scored off the Haudenosaunee. It's always been 1 goal, then U.S. scores. Haudenosaunee score, U.S. score. So if the Haudenosaunee can break that cycle at the end of this quarter, going into the second half, that could be a massive advantage for the Haudenosaunee, but it's got to start all the way at their own end. Crandall fires it, airmails it over, and the Americans now have a chance to tie it with only 5 seconds left. We'll see how quickly they can move it. Donovan just fires, and that one, it was mighty close, as that will be the quarter and the half. 6-5 after 2 quarters of play in favor of the Haudenosaunee. 3 goals in both the first and second quarter for the purple shirts, while the white shirts only had 3 goals in the first and only 2 in the second. So our 5-minute break has now commenced in between the second and the third. And before I go for my quick break, before we come back for the second half and what has been a great game between the Haudenosaunee and the USA, I do want to mention that this start of the third quarter is going to be pivotal for both teams because I think whoever scores the first goal gives themselves a great chance to be able to come up with the win in this one because it's kind of a fresh start, a fresh beginning of the game, and if the Americans can tie it, it's back to 0-0. But if the Haudenosaunee score, they have their first 2-goal lead of the game and have that extra possession advantage on the USA. But we'll see if the Haudenosaunee can get a quick one like they have in both the first and second quarter, or if the Americans can finally get themselves back tied and get themselves maybe their first lead of the game in the third or fourth quarter. But we'll have to see here at Civic Field here in Oshawa at the Women's World Lacrosse Super Sixes Tournament as you watch this on WSBN.
You know it in your core. Introducing the Helios Core, a breakthrough in skating development. With smart technology and artificial intelligence, the Helios Core analyzes key aspects of your skating, then shares the data in a mobile app. So players and coaches can see a player's progress, what still needs work, and where they stand against other players their age. The Helios Core gives players the information they need to improve their skating faster, than ever before.
Welcome back here to Civic Field in Oshawa. Second half about to begin between the USA and the Haudenosaunee. The purple shirt's currently up by a score of 6-5. The Haudenosaunee have not had a 2-goal lead yet tonight, and the Americans have not had a lead yet. So again, it's gone goal for goal. We'll see if the Americans can continue that, or if the Haudenosaunee can finally get themselves a 2-goal lead, which they've scored immediately in both the first and second quarter. We'll see if they can do it again here in the third. Face-off to begin every quarter, and here we go. Ball again scooted up in the air, and it's going to go one more time, and it's against the Americans again. That's cost them 3 times now. But now possession changed in favor of the Americans, so it doesn't end up costing them in the end, like it has the first 2 times. The Americans now, nice move. That shot saved by Crandall. Paige Crandall had some great saves in this one, keeping her team in the lead. Nice play by Haudenosaunee, and they get their first 2-goal lead. Tamina Bomberry makes it 7-5 in favor of the Haudenosaunee, which now means they have the extra possession lead for the first time. Played around by the Americans. They now need a stop, and that's a goal. That's a good start. Aaron Bakes with that one, as the Haudenosaunee quickly up the field. Again, this transition game is just amazing. Quickly around now. That pass, I couldn't tell if it was a shot or a pass. It gets airmailed. Schwartz now trying to let it roll, trying to do the smart thing, and it does end up rolling out. So great play there by the netminder. Samantha Schwartz letting that one roll and boxing out while she let it roll. You see that a lot in soccer. Or as the Europeans, that are just what everybody else calls it, football or the beautiful game. As the white shirts now kind of trying to get themselves back tied and get their first 2-goal spurt of the game. Whistle goes, and that's a shot clock violation against the Americans, so not on that possession. The Haudenosaunee now got to get it moved. They got basically forced back, laid back to their netminder, and they're going to blow it dead there as they weren't able to clear it. They were not able to get over the halfway line before. I guess I just ran out of time, I should say, as now the Americans quickly in. That shot from the odd hand just skips over Crandall because a Haudenosaunee got his stick on that shot. Was able to get enough on it to send the ball skyward as a Haudenosaunee now with another chance to get themselves back in that 2-goal lead. They were not able to really hold. That shot skips over Schwartz, and that one again's a rocket. It's going to skip over towards the event table at the, I'll say, entrance to the field. As now the Americans again quickly up the field, trying to get themselves back level. That pass by the Americans, I thought got airmailed. It was collected. The white shirts still trying to find their way through. Still fighting through. That's going to be a high stick, I believe, or maybe a slash. 2 referees, I think, called it. So it's going to be a slash going against the Haudenosaunee. So that will be the first power play going towards the Americans. So what a time to try to tie it on the 30-second player advantage. Again, it's a full 30-second. Even if a goal is scored, the player is still not allowed to come back on the playing surface, so the full 30 seconds has been completed. The Americans play it around. Still looking for a prime opportunity inside of the net. Trying to fire it. Nice defense there by the Haudenosaunee, but they don't get back possession just yet. So the Americans still have one more chance. Ball gets deflected. Still have a chance. Still trying to shoot. Not able to, and that should be the shot clock, and it is. The Americans just couldn't get that ball fired a couple of times. And now here come the Haudenosaunee halfway through this third quarter. This game is felt so quick, comparatively speaking to the couple others, and it's already been some quick games here this weekend. This game just feels so action-packed. And that, the Haudenosaunee wanted a call there, they don't get it. So now the other way the ball will go for the Americans. That shot scores, and back level. Dempsey Arsenal with that one. The Haudenosaunee trying to get themselves back in the lead. The Americans have not led yet today.
46, Dempsey Arsenal.
The Americans again trying to skip around as they look for their first lead of the contest. 3 minutes now left in the second quarter. They only have about 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball is still loose on the floor. And whistle's going to go. And it's going to be possession to the Americans. As I'm Haudenosaunee faithful, not happy with that whistle. Okay, even on Thanksgiving weekend, we've had quite a few people here. And yeah, of course, the two teams are here in Kenya and Canada. I'm not sure I see Kenya. I think actually they are down to my right. That's why I cannot see them. But there are still quite a few people here to watch the Haudenosaunee and Americans play here at 11:30, now closer to past noon. As that ball skipped over Paige Crandall. She now pick up the loose ball from behind her net and fire it up. The Americans now going to play a little bit of pressure there, as the Haudenosaunee will get it over. Nice pass. Ball a little too far in front, though. Ball loose. Picked up by the purple shirt. Still fighting through a check. Trying to find a pass. Still trying to find a pass. Pass back, and the Haudenosaunee have a chance here with only 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Passed around into the middle. Just couldn't get the shot away. She got tied up there in front. Ball still loose on the ground and picked up by the Americans. And now here they come. Donovan. Up the field. Waiting for some reinforcements, and they go off. That shot save there by Crandall. So she'll go back and retrieve and reset the Haudenosaunee, tied at 7. Haudenosaunee only got 1 goal in this third quarter, while the Americans got 2. A lot less scoring, but again, still great chances for both teams. As the Haudenosaunee again still try to fight through some checks here. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Still looking for a slot pass, not really able to find one. Right around the net, passed, it goes airmailed, and possession will go to the Americans as Schwartz goes to pick up the loose ball.
Last minute played in this quarter, last minute.
And now we are in the final minute of the third quarter. We'll see if the Americans still get their first lead of the game. Thought about shooting it. I thought she might have. Probably honestly should have, as that ball now comes loose. The Americans still with possession, though. Passed out. That shot, I think, goes wide, and it does, as Crandall will go and retrieve a loose ball, and they'll be just about, this will be the last possession, as there's only about 3 or 4 seconds between shot clock and game clock, and lots of time was taken by the Americans, and they moved the ball real quick. I'm not sure they're going to have a chance. As now here come the Haudenosaunee. Still fighting through some sticks there. As now the USA are going to go the other way with 15 seconds left, so this will definitely be the last possession of the game. You'd expect unless the Americans get a great chance to take the lead. Passed off, the Americans down low, nice move, wide open. Doesn't get the shot away, got blocked as the Haudenosaunee can't pick it up, and that will be the third quarter. 7-7 tie as we go into the fourth quarter. Now I can, for the first time ever, explain the overtime rules that I was able to research. It'll be a 4-minute stop time period, and I don't want to say it's golden goal, meaning sudden victory, but I feel like I would be right in saying it is, but I'm going to say tentatively I think it's golden goal, but I guess we'll find out, Cajun, when we get there. As we now take our 2-minute break in between the third and the supposed last quarter of the game. As the Americans and Haudenosaunee tied at 7, we thought this game would be close, and this game has been mighty close. And again, the Haudenosaunee need this win. If they do not come out with the result here, they will not be able to participate in the gold medal game. But if they are able to win, they put all the pressure on the Americans to beat Canada in the final game of the day at 4:30. So still everything to play for in this one, as we'll be right back here at Civic Stadium for the Women's World Lacrosse Sixes Series here on WSBN. Welcome back here to Civic Field. World Sports Broadcasting Network brings you the Women's World Lacrosse Series, the Sixes discipline. 7-7 tie between the Americans and the Haudenosaunee. 8 minutes left here in regulation. We'll see if we need the 4-minute stop time overtime, or if we can find a winner in these 8 minutes, I should say. And I will mention again, Spencer Byers bringing you the call. Cajun Theory, Ruthanie Castlam running the camera. That ball's popped up, and for the first time, the Americans don't have an infraction right off the faceoff and get right to the Haudenosaunee. So a chance here for the Americans. Can't get that pass completed, and it's stolen there by Crandall. Nice job there by Paige Crandall to stop that chance, because if it did get through her stick, that almost would have been a guaranteed goal for the White Shirts and their first lead of the game. And I keep saying it because the Americans haven't done it yet. As the Purple Shirts now still trying to work their way around. They love using all the shot clock. That shot wired right by Schwartz, pardon me, before I start messing that up. As Schwartz passes it up, and here come the Americans. That pass off again, just couldn't get there, and that ball is going to skip out. The ball got kicked kind of back in play, but it will skip back out of play. So the Haudenosaunee will have possession. Again, 30-second shot clock forces these teams to move, and again, the non-stop time, the running time also makes you have to move because you don't have a whole lot of time if you go down. The Haudenosaunee right across the top only have 8 seconds left here on the shot clock. Make it 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Gonna have to get something on target. Not gonna be able to, it looks like. Not gonna be able to. That's gonna be a shot clock violation going against the Haudenosaunee. The Americans can move quick, not really able to, so now they're gonna have to stop up. Now they are going towards the net. That shot low, and the Americans get their first lead of the game. Hallrice Chuck gets her third of the game, and it's 8-7 now for the White Shirts. And that's the perfect time to take the lead in the last quarter of play, or at least the supposed last quarter of play, as the Haudenosaunee try to pass it back into the middle. They do. That shot scores! What a goal there. Avery Doran with her second. It's 8-8, and I'm not even sure how she fit that one in just below the bar. So now quickly responding are the Purple Shirts. As the Americans, again, right around off the top. These two teams are so razor thin, I think we're going to need overtime to find a winner. That shot wired by Grandal. And she'll now retrieve the loose, one of the many balls behind the net and get the play back on. The Haudenosaunee again have been using a lot of shot clock. They give the ball away, though, the Americans. And all alone. Hallrice Chuck. It's actually not Hallrice Chuck, pardon me. It's 45. Hannah Dorney. And Dorney scores and makes it 9-8 USA. So now they're going tit for tat with the Haudenosaunee taking the lead, and the Haudenosaunee having to tie. See if they can do it again here on this possession, just like they did the last time they went down by 1. The Haudenosaunee right around the top. Nice move. Lose the possession, and the Americans might have a chance here again. They do. Here they come, fighting through a stick check, and they do lose it, but it's going to be, I assume, a slash going against the Haudenosaunee. So Elizabeth Colson. So it'll be a 30-second player advantage for the Americans, a chance to get themselves up by 2. Can't talk about a better time to start taking the lead. Late in the 4th. That shot low, and they score. Nicole Levy makes it 10-8 in favor of the Americans.
USA goal, number 42, Nicole Levy.
As the Haudenosaunee again fighting through some checks. They're still down a player. Trying to get something into the middle. They do! Save by Schwartz. Quickly up the field come the USA. Looking for a third. And they get it! Emily Hallrice Chuck gets her 4th. And it's 11-8. And now the Haudenosaunee got to work quick as they're back to 5-on-5, I think. No, they haven't actually. It's still 5-on-4. So the Haudenosaunee have to try to chew up more of that 30-second or minute minor. That ball is now loose. Can the Americans pick it up? Not able to just yet. It has an over and back. So as they get the 5th player back on the field, they lose possession. And now this is a possession battle, as the Haudenosaunee need at least 3 possessions to tie. And not only that, that would mean the Americans have, you'd think, 3 possessions, and if they chew a minute and a half, that doesn't give the Haudenosaunee a whole lot of time. As the Americans shot, that one caught by Paige Crandall. Crandall looking for an option. Passes it off, and now here they come. Trice, who's got a goal today. The Haudenosaunee really got to feel that urgency here with 3 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Nice pass. Can't really find that opening. They'll break it in the middle. That shot, they score! That's been a Bomberry second, and that's back within 2 with just under 3 to go. The Americans really could use just a 30-second kill here on the shot clock, trying to take away more possessions from the Haudenosaunee. That shot, and they score! And that looked to be, again, Emily Halrace-Jock, which means that's her count quick fifth goal of the game. Back up by 3 of the Americans. The Haudenosaunee again got to move quick. They lose the possession. Away will go Margaret Donovan. Donovan all alone. And Donovan might have iced it for the Americans. They're up by 4 as the Haudenosaunee. Oh, I thought the whistle was for a timeout. No, they did not, pardon me. It's the Haudenosaunee just coming up the field now with 2 minutes left. They're down by 4. I'm not going to say this is an insurmountable lead with the time. That shot saved by Schwartz. She kind of comes out to play it. The goalie can do that, but now she's getting harassed. And now here come the Americans, though, on another break. The Americans saved by Crandall. The Haudenosaunee, again, got to move fast. Only have a minute and a half left, and they got to get a lot of possessions quickly if they expect to come back in this one. The Haudenosaunee in. That shot saved by Schwartz. Haudenosaunee back with possession. Fresh shot clock. As around they go. Haudenosaunee still trying to get away. They can't. They lose possession. The Americans will go the other way. Minute left here in this fourth quarter. They've had easily their best quarter in the fourth, and you can't really ask for a better time to have your best pieces of play. Fake shot there, back behind the net it goes. They haven't done a whole lot of that in the second half, comparatively speaking to the first half. Around the top they go. That ball gets knocked away, but not for long. They get back possession, but 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass back, and they get the shot away. They cannot, so possession will go to the Haudenosaunee with 34 seconds left. And now a timeout will be taken by the Haudenosaunee. So with 33.4 left in the fourth quarter, the Americans up by 4, 13-9. As, unless, I'm going to say it, a miracle happens, the Americans will play Canada in the gold medal game, regardless what happens in the next 2 games, which means you gotta tune into the 4:30 game today, because guess what? It's Canada versus the USA. It is a precursor to the gold medal game tomorrow, as well, to mention, Kenya plays the Haudenosaunee at 3 o'clock to start off our afternoon set of games, and that will be a precursor to the bronze medal game that will be happening tomorrow at 10 a.m. So still, you definitely got to come back and watch the 3 o'clock game between Kenya and the Haudenosaunee, and then watch the 4:30 game between Canada and the USA, because both of those games are just going to be samples, appetizers to the main courses, the bronze and gold medal games tomorrow at 10 and 11:30 a.m. here at Civic Field in Oshawa for the Women's World Lacrosse Super Sixes. Crandall plays it forward. Jemerson plays it up as well for the Haudenosaunee. They got to, again, move quick, but I'm not sure how much they can do here in the last about 30 seconds or so. Make that 20 seconds or so. Is that fake by the Haudenosaunee trying to fire? What a shot. I don't know how she got that one away, but Garlow couldn't get that one through Schwartz, and now the Americans might just hold it. They might go for another goal here with the last 7 seconds. I think they're just going to hold it. We'll see what the Haudenosaunee do. They're pressuring, so the Americans might try to run it back towards the net. No, they won't. They will just run out the clock, and that is the game. So it is now ironed, chiseled in stone. USA, Canada, in the gold medal game. They play at 4:30. Bronze medal game, Haudenosaunee, Kenya. They play at 3 o'clock. That's today. And then the bronze and gold medal games will be at 10 and 11:30, as I mentioned earlier. Just moments ago, might I add. So, still some big games going on this afternoon. So stay tuned for those. But 13-9 final. USA. USA final win. 13-9 over the Haudenosaunee. But a lot better game for the Haudenosaunee. They really struggled against Canada in game 1 yesterday. But they had a lot better game here against the Americans. And they now take on Kenya, who have only scored 3 goals this weekend so far. We'll see what that game looks like. But again, stay tuned for it. 3 o'clock sharp. Haudenosaunee, Kenya next. As that'll be her for us for the morning games. I'm Spencer Byers. For Cajun Theory, Danny Castle, I'm running the camera. We'll be back in a couple of hours' time for Kenya Haudenosaunee here at Civic Field in Oshawa for the Women's World Lacrosse Super Sixes here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network.
You know it in your core. Introducing the Helios Core, a breakthrough in skating development. With smart technology and artificial intelligence, the Helios Core analyzes key aspects of your skating, then shares the data in a mobile app. So players and coaches can see a player's progress, what still needs work, and where they stand against other players their age. The Helios Core gives players the information they need to improve their skating faster than ever before.
I really do believe that the lacrosse community has become stronger with trying to really chase that Olympic dream. You've seen so many different countries striving towards greatness. You're now seeing more and more players come from the collegiate level and the pro level and strive to play for their country. I think that's an incredible thing. And I think having the Olympics at stake really has made that come to light.
We started talking about Olympic inclusion. We all knew that we needed to get there. And, it's such a privilege for us to be playing the sport and to be involved in the sport right now at this stage where we are ready to be taking that next step.
I think the vision to return to the games has rebuilt community and a sense of pride and momentum, purpose that we haven't had in 20 plus years. So feel that fire and that possibility has been pretty cool. And it's why a lot of us have put so much time into doing our part and having a role in getting lacrosse back to the Olympics.
I think most people would agree that the Olympics are the pinnacle of sport. It is important for us to continue to grow, promote the sport, and actively pursue that